Welcome to Astrolight, where we try and illuminate the astral skies. So before we begin today's video, I'd like to read a few lines. Words can make one happy, words can bend one's mind, words can make one grumpy, words can make one kind, words can illuminate a man, words can make one weep, words can hurt so much that a man cannot even sleep. Words can hide the truth, words can strike the heart, words can provoke the youth to make a revolution start. Words can give one freedom, words can push one to heights. Only words have such powers to separate wrongs from rights. Now, why am I reading these lines before my video? Because what we are approaching shortly on the 10th of June is a total new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. And Gemini is the sign that rules communication. It rules the words that you speak. It rules your mind. It rules your ideas. It rules business. It rules details, the media. It rules your siblings, your hands, and especially the way you express yourself. And how do you express yourself? Isn't it words? So what we are approaching shortly is a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. So now what is a solar eclipse? It is a jacked up new moon. It is a new moon on steroids. New moons, as you all know, are times for new beginnings. And especially if there is a solar eclipse, it is a time for new beginning in the sign of communication. And it is and especially a time for new beginning where faith steps in, where destiny takes control of your life. Now, as I had told you earlier, there are two kinds of eclipse. One was the Ketu eclipse, where you let go, close doors, finish chapters, release certain baggage that is no longer required, which has already happened on the 26th of May. A full moon Ketu lunar eclipse that happened, where you were releasing, letting go. Now this solar eclipse is a Rahu solar eclipse. Rahu is also known as the North Node. It is where our collective consciousness opens towards. Rahu is that part in the sky. It is that node of the moon which is completely insatiable. It just wants more and more and more. This makes wherever anything happens, whenever there is a solar eclipse with Rahu, you will see that new doors opening up. We will open our consciousness to new ways of thinking, new ways of ideas, new ways of doing business, new ways of communication, new ways of expressing ourselves. So it is an especially important new moon solar eclipse because it's also with the north node of the moon, where new doors will open up for all of us on a global level, on a collective level, even on a personal level. New doors, new ways are going to open up for all of us. Be mindful. Don't try to control things, because nothing is in your control at the end of the day. Especially during eclipse time, there is nothing in your control. Whatever comes your way, you have to embrace it. And it might be a little scary, because change is always scary, because once new doors open up, you have to show up, you have to up your game. So naturally it is scary to new territory. If you have to enter uncharted territory, then it is a big challenge for all of us, because it's not familiar. It's not like the Ketu eclipse. Nothing is known. This is the unknown that we are stepping into right now. So as I told you, the sign of Gemini. Now, where is this eclipse happening? It's happening on 19 degrees 47 minutes in the sign of Gemini, and the ruler of this eclipse is Mercury. And what makes this eclipse especially important is the ruler of this eclipse, Mercury, is conjunct this eclipse. It is almost on 20 degrees. So if the eclipse is happening on 19, Mercury is retrograde and it is conjunct the eclipse. So definitely there are new beginnings out here. And in the sign of Gemini. So I'll quickly go through all the signs where this solar eclipse is happening for you. And if you have your birth chart, you can see which planets it's triggering, so that you can know. And especially if your birthday is around this time, then you will see that this entire year you will have lot of new beginnings, because eclipses are trajectories for change and they last for 6 months. So if some new beginning is happening right now, if you're planting new seeds, like in your mind you have certain ideas and you're planting new seeds, so this has the potential to run for the next 6 months, and then when the full moon in Gemini comes, then you will see the manifestation of the ideas that come up. You might not see it immediately, but definitely pay close attention to the ideas, the words, and everything that's coming to your consciousness. Also the details that are coming to the surface, also the media, pay close attention, because they all have a potential to grow exponentially for the next 6 months and then give you all the results that fate has in store for you. So now there are 3 kind of eclipses. One is the total solar eclipse, where the entire sun is covered by the moon. So it is a total eclipse. One is a partial eclipse, where half the sun is covered with the moon. And the third eclipse is an annular eclipse, where the moon comes between the sun and there is a small ring of fire that you see. It is like a ring of fire. So it's called an annular solar eclipse, which we are going to witness. It is visible only in the northern hemisphere, maybe North Canada, North Carolina, but not in India. But eclipses, even though they are visible or not, they are new moons on steroids, so everyone will be affected by it. Definitely if it's visible, the effects are more, but even if it's not visible, you will see changes that come about. So we'll quickly go through all the signs. If you know your rising sign, that is especially important, because rising sign is the sign which was rising when the time of your birth. So that rules your body, so that is important to check. You can also check your sun signs. You can also check your moon signs. So I'll quickly go through all the signs. If you are an Aries sun or an Aries rising, then this eclipse is happening in the 3rd house. The 3rd house rules your communication, it rules your siblings, it rules your mind. It is a natural 3rd house. So all the factors that rule the 3rd house, Aries, you will be starting new things regarding these areas in life, where you might get new business ideas, new ways of expression, new communication. Whatever I said till now in this video, you will be experiencing all that as Aries rising, Aries sun and Aries moon people. Now, if you are a Taurus sun or a Taurus rising, this is happening in your 2nd house. Your 2nd house is the house of your self-worth. It is the house of the money you make. It is the house of what you eat, your mouth, your throat, that rules the 2nd house. So you will see that you have new beginnings regarding your self-worth. You want to change the way you value yourself. You want to change the way you make money, or you want to change your face, your throat, and maybe what you eat you want to change. There is a new beginning there. If you are a Gemini sun or a Gemini rising, then remember that this eclipse is a game changer for you, because a new moon in your sign is a new beginning for your sign, and you get it every year. Geminis will get one new moon in their sign, but this new moon is a solar eclipse, and now it's a Rahu solar eclipse. So definitely you will have a jump in life. You will be changing yourself completely. You will be changing the way you look. You will be changing yourself. It is your body, so you will be changing what you do for yourself and your entire self-image. You are changing completely. Now, if you are a Cancer sun or a Cancer rising, so then this eclipse is happening in your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of your subconscious mind. It is your hidden enemies and things that are happening behind the surface. So you will see that there are new beginnings in your 12th house. Now, if you are a Leo sun or a Leo rising, then this is happening in your 11th house. 11th house is the house of gains. It is not your the money you make, it is the major gain. It's not your profit, it's your gains. So it's the big money that you make, and your network circles. So you will see that you have new beginnings regarding your gains, regarding your network circles. You will be joining new groups. You will be having a lot of opportunities there. So pay close attention. If you are a Virgo sun or a Virgo rising, then you have a new beginning that's happening in the 10th house of career. So you will be starting a new career, ending your old career. You will be also 10th house is the way people view you. So if first house is the way you view yourself, then 10th house is your persona, how people view you. That is changing completely, and you will be making many significant changes in that area. If you are a Libra sun or a Libra rising, then it's happening in the 9th house of higher education, foreign travels, also your gurus. You may have new opportunities regarding pursuing something that you study further. You want to study, and there are opportunities there. Perhaps you want to travel, and suddenly doors open for you, and you finally get to travel. And if and 9th house is also your gurus, so pay close attention there, which gurus are entering your life, who will contribute to your higher learning process. So that's for you, Libra rising. Now if you are a Scorpio sun or a Scorpio rising, then this is happening in your 8th house of inheritance, death, rebirth, transformation even. So you have major potential for new beginnings in these areas of life. If you are Sagittarius sun or Sagittarius rising, then this new beginning is happening in your 7th house of partnerships. This can be your business partnerships, it can be your contractual agreements, it can be also your marriage partnerships. So you will see that there are major changes in your marriage partner, or maybe people who are single can get married at this time. People who are looking for new business partnerships can go ahead and go into contractual agreements. Don't rush into things because Mercury is retrograde. Just think over things, but there will definitely be fated and karmic kind of relationships that come into your life at this time, which have a long lasting effect. Things that happen on eclipses don't end easily. They take a long time to unfold and then kind of play out. Now if you are a Capricorn sun or a Capricorn rising, then this is your 6th house of your daily routines, your health and your workplace. So you will see that you have new beginnings with your daily routines. Perhaps you change the way you used to do things earlier. You don't want to do it now. You want to change your health. You want to focus more on how to be more healthy, and then you change your entire routine regarding that. So pay close attention there. If you are an Aquarius sun or an Aquarius rising, then this is an extremely good time for you because it's a new moon solar eclipse in your 5th house. 5th house is the house of fun, play, romance, your children, your creative self-expression. So there will be new beginnings there, and you have an especially fun time because whenever there is a solar eclipse in the 5th house, it's extremely fun. Now if you are Pisces sun or Pisces rising, then this is in your 4th house of your mother, your emotions and your home and family and your immediate home. So you have a new beginning in your 4th house where you perhaps plan to buy a house or renovate or change your emotions, and a new beginning there. So I think I've covered all the points for this solar eclipse. I wish you all the best, and I hope that whatever comes your way, you make maximum use of that. Thank you so much. Keep joining me for more.